Ireland are in New Zealand's heads like never before. You've got to look at it from their point of view. And I've been around longer than I wish, but I've been covering a lot of New Zealand tours, and I've been covering a lot of New Zealand Ireland games. And I'm telling you, I went to a lot of New Zealand press conferences. I'm talking about how much Ireland are going to throw everything at them, and they've got great heart and great commitment.
Yes.
Name a player. And the only player they could ever name, and it took them a long time to name one, was Brian O'Driscoll in the noughties. They never knew. None of them ever knew a player on the Irish team. Genuinely didn't. None of them. Not one of them. I'm telling you. And then even as recently as 2011, like, you're creeping out of there through the tradesman's exit from Hamilton, Ireland having lost the third test 60-0 for another whitewash year. It was unfathomable that 11 years later Ireland be going there and coming from 1-0 down to win a series 2-1. It was unfathomable that Ireland might go into a World Cup quarter-final, having won 5 of the last 8 meetings, having done 1 of the previous 30-odd and 111 years. So, of course, they're spooked by Ireland, that what Ireland have done to them in recent times. It's become one of the great rivalries. It's like Ireland-New Zealand games, I would say, over the last 10 years have probably been the best matches in the world. I'm not saying it's been the greatest rivalry over history, but in the last 10 years, it's been phenomenal. And of course, the ultimate irony is that these man who probably single biggest influence in this paradigm shift, this mental lobotomy in Irish rugby, was, of course, Joe Schmidt, who's now in their camp plotting strike plays and strike moves to unhinge an Irish defence, using his genius in identifying glitches in an Irish defence where nobody else can, and coming up with ploys like those two strike plays that led to the tries in the opening hour had Joe Schmidt's imprint all over them. So it's funny, it's a funny twist, and of course, because Ireland have never got beyond the quarterfinals, I would lay you a pound to a penny that Ian Foster, in his own inimitable way, will of course be bringing this up as a matter of conjecture. Of course, that Ireland have never been a quarterfinal before. And if I was to put another bet on which player might, if Dane Coles is wheeled out in front of the media, I might have a little bet on him, and there might be 1 or 2 more as well. But why are they playing these mind games? Why did Ian Foster play last Saturday week that, oh, wow, if Ireland lose by 8 points against Scotland, they're out of the tournament. This is tough. Up. And I've got, Razzie Erasmus said, well, if I was Scotland, I'd be just going all out for the 8-0 win. Both of them praying that Scotland will knock Ireland out of the tournament. Ireland, they're in their heads.